All right. Hello and welcome everyone to the race stream with commentary. First time ever on the new channel here, and we're here for the finals of the British Grand Prix. Well, let's start seeing what we're gonna see here now. All right,
Yeah, all right.
so
So first quarterfinal, we've got McLaren, Piatti, Shelby, and Ireland. Let's see what's happening.
yeah, so we got Ireland at the back with the strongest car in this quarterfinal.
Yeah.
We already see Piatti losing positions here. The ERA just can't hold position.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said earlier before we started the stream, pole is on the inside, so people who are in second place are at a massive disadvantage already.
Yeah, you can clearly see that here, but you can also see Shelby taking out McLaren there, going past
Ooh,
him, despite he having a two-value worst car here. So it's looking pretty
two
good for the
two
Ferrari.
value isn't that bad. Two
Yeah,
value
that's
isn't
true.
that bad as
While
a
that is true,
disadvantage.
the British Grand Prix has historically always been very good for slightly higher values. Like you usually see the high values actually going through, but now we see Ireland losing to the ERA of Piatti here, so we might see some different results. McLaren's got a pretty good lead here.
Yeah, it looks like Ireland's either got to get past Piatti
Yeah, it's
to
looking good right
to
now.
really start making his push. There he goes.
Yeah.
Piatti had to stay in front of Ireland and help possibly make
Well, he's
Ireland
making an
push him
attempt,
towards Shelby.
and oh, he's running to the back of him. Okay,
Yeah,
so Shelby might still have a good chance here. He's got a pretty good lead on Ireland if he doesn't run into the back of McLaren. That is.
Shelby's having one hell of a heat right now.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Ireland's closing though, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, and in the back we now see Piatti definitely falling off. He can't hold position there.
Hmm.
He won't be able to challenge. Oh, and there we suddenly see a
Oh, here we
deep
go.
lunge.
There's a dive. There's a dive.
Oh, wow. I was not expecting
And
that.
there we go.
Ireland just goes right past. Okay. Yeah,
It's
but I
gonna
think...
take some chaos in the last few corners for Shelby to have a chance, and it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Well, you can always see
Yep.
like something like a dive in the last turn and somebody runs into the hay bale. So you never know.
You never know, but this time
McLaren,
it doesn't happen.
yeah, definitely.
McLaren and Ireland through. Now we
Alright,
have Taylor,
so
Lewis, Vaccarella, and Brandon. Let's see what's up.
Taylor, of course, with the strongest car here. I reckon he'll be
He
able to take this pretty easily, especially with Paul on the inside, but he's being challenged by the Tech Mech.
Technic
Interesting.
actually held on in second place and is now
Yeah,
making
and
a pretty good run.
ooh, the Mercedes of
The Technic is
Brandon.
gonna throw an actual. He's throwing problems for
It's
the
really not
Alta and
looking
the
good for Taylor.
Mercedes.
Yeah,
Taylor and Mercedes are struggling now, and by the looks of it.
yeah, but Vaccarella can't hold on. And, ooh, Brandon runs into the
Ooh,
wall.
that's not good. That's
That's
not
gonna hurt.
good. Ta Brandon has time, but that's not a good sign.
Definitely not now.
He's gonna have to start putting in really good laps just to get to the back, and then we'll see about actually overtaking.
I think he's gonna have to hope for the Alta and the Tech Mech crashing or something, so they lose time, because otherwise he's gonna have to catch up to one of those, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
Ooh,
Oh, it
nice
might though.
dive by Taylor.
That's a pretty
Nice,
good
it's
overtake.
really clean. The Tech Mech does look like it's really struggling now. It's falling back from Taylor. Taylor looks like he has this one in the bag unless he massively screws up a corner.
Yeah, definitely. We might still see some action happening in the middle there, though, depending on how well the Tech Mech does, but he's holding on there pretty well.
And you can see Brandon's still slowly catching, but it's not happening fast enough.
Yeah, he needs to really speed up if he wants to do something here. He only got 2 laps left.
He's actually even slower than both the Tech Mech and is that an ERA? I want to say.
It is. It's Vaccarella.
Vaccarella, yeah.
Alright, so somehow the
It's
Tech Mech is
not looking
really
good for
holding on
Brandon.
to. He's staying really close to Taylor here.
Yeah, Brandon is out of this. This is not a good look for Mercedes.
Yeah, not a good start into the season for
Manager's
them.
not going to be happy with this one.
But there we have the results. It's the ERA and the Mercedes out.
All
Alright, we
right,
got...
we have Bonnier, Stacy, Clark, and Stifford. The other tech mech?
Yeah, let's see how the Enrico Plate will...
They're
Well, they're gonna be the
ideal.
last two positions pretty fast.
Ideally, they're gonna want to work together to get at least one of them into the semifinal, but that does not look like it's happening.
Yeah, really doesn't... Oh, that was actually a really good turn there.
Well, that
From... I think it's Stacy?
Stacy, yeah, it does look like he was helped along, but we'll see. If Bonnier slips up, then as he's been uh it's been very vocalized within the press, let's say, that of Bonnier's faults.
Yeah, I've heard that some people weren't too happy with his performances in the past. Well, we'll see how well he does this time. His car is definitely better than the Tech Mech in front, but it doesn't look too good for him right now. He's not putting in those
The Tech
laps.
Mech is running away with this one,
Yeah, both of the
surprisingly.
Tech Mech have been doing really well. Surprising given how we
And
would
Bonnier
expect
looks
to
like
see
he's
them
holding
behind.
on, so well, again, it's still about halfway through the race, so it's not too bad.
It's looking like we'll have a battle here soon at the front. And there it
Yep.
is.
Ooh, that's a good dive. It's a good
Oh,
dive.
they're gonna go too wide there.
Ooh, this is
But
gonna
yeah,
slow them down a lot, though.
so Bonnier took the place, but now they've got the Enrico Plate and Stacy behind again. But there's still quite a gap.
If if the Maserati and the Tech Mech can keep it clean, they should be fine.
As you say that, there's
As
a
I
mistake
say
from the
that,
Tech Mech.
as I say that, we
Yeah,
now
but
have
I
a
think
race on our hands, maybe for second place, which is crucial for that last semifinal spot.
Stacy's definitely trying to hold on to that, but it's not looking
It
too
does.
good
It
for an
doesn't look
overtake here.
too good, indeed. I will say though, for Enrico Plot, 4 points from this race is not that bad.
Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be pretty good for them.
All right, time for some very not biased commentary. We've got Ladurl, as well as Surtees de Portago and Whitehead. Let's see it.
Yeah, let's see Whitehead just failing completely, please.
Oh, yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. I told you. Second
Yeah,
place gets
that was...
destroyed into last because of the positioning of the grid,
But we
and
definitely see the
now
Lotus
we
and the
wait.
Alta fighting.
Lotus and the Alta are fighting, but unfortunately, I think that might be the last of it, as the Mercedes and the Alta are just driving away. Lotus is hanging on. Van Wall not so much.
Well, of course, the Alta has a pretty good advantage here because of the past victories.
That's
I think
true. That is
Whitehead has
very
won
true.
2 times, so he's got much more experience than the other drivers around here.
Oh, he's looking for a move down the inside right here,
Yeah,
side by side through
that
three
penultimate
corners.
turn seems to be
That's
pretty good for overtaking, but he didn't make it stick there.
yep.
Well, if something happens here in front, then maybe the Lotus has another chance of
Lotus, yeah,
overtaking them.
that is true.
Apparently Whitehead just can't find a way around the Mercedes of Surtees. But there he goes, another try. Still not quite it though.
Yeah, he's been looking at a move for quite some time now. Still can't get it off though.
Meanwhile, we got Lidale just having
Yeah,
fun
I mean,
this
Ladurl
race.
has a sub. Ladurl has a sub 16.7 lap. I think he'll be happy with that.
Yeah, that should be pretty fine for him.
Yeah.
Alright. It's still looking interesting in front. Whitehead is still looking to get past. Oh, and there he goes.
Ooh,
There he
there's
goes.
the dive. But that probably ends the Lotus's hopes because he needed the Mercedes and the Alta to fight a lot more.
Yeah, he needed somebody to crash into a wall, pretty much. I don't think anything's gonna happen for him here. So we got Whitehead, Surtees, Deportago, and there comes
Deportago and
Ladero.
Ladero.
Alright. So with that, we're on to the semis.
All right, we've got Lewis, McLaren, Ireland, and Taylor in the semifinal. Let's see what's up.
The Tech Mech is in a really good position here with pole. But
Yeah.
McLaren behind him has been really fast in the
Ooh,
heat.
that was an ambitious move from McLaren.
Oh, Ireland goes
And
past.
Ireland gets through because of it. McLaren gets sent really wide by Taylor, but it's not going to hurt him too much for now.
Ireland goes for the lead.
Just a reminder that because it's the semifinals, we do have pit stops in play, so pit strategy will be very important.
That is true. We'll be interested to see how that plays out. Right, Ireland is holding on to that lead pretty well. We got McLaren right behind, though. There's really small gaps here. Taylor.
Yeah, indeed.
There's some scrambling there at the back. Attack Mech hits the wall.
We're looking at, I'd say, about lap 6 for our pit stop.
Yeah,
Unless somebody
we might
comes
see,
in now.
Yeah, we might see some undercut, maybe in lap 5.
Yeah,
maybe
that
the
is
Tech Mech
true.
wants to try something here. It could work out for him.
Maybe. But they've got to pull the trigger and pull it soon because the time to make up time is not. Well, they're running out of time basically.
Oh, and they're all going for another lap, so we're not seeing the
So it looks
undercut
like
that
it's a synchronized pit, maybe? If all 4 come in, we'll see. We'll see what shenanigans happens in the pit stops. The pit crews have not been completely reliable all the time.
Right, there's 2 pit stops, and McLaren
there we go.
hits the pit crew of Ireland. As McLaren
And
takes that position.
McLaren jumps Ireland in the pits, and now we're going to see if the undercut is going to be more powerful than the overcut.
Alright, so we have another person being hit in the pits, and we got the Tech Mech keeping... He's holding the Alta back.
That pit stop really benefited McLaren, and now the Alta looks like it's in serious trouble.
Yeah, he's trying to get past Ireland, but that's not happening yet. And they actually got quite a gap there in the first 2.
Yeah. I think with that pit stop, though, that sort of ends the hope for the Tech Mechs unless some massive crashes happen.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him. He is trying to attack
As
the
I say
Alta,
that,
though. Yeah.
he is gaining a lot of time right now.
And he also has Ireland and Taylor fighting in front, of course.
Yeah, that's true.
He's definitely trying to keep that position.
But it looks like Ireland is pulling away now. Taylor is struggling.
Oh,
now,
and there we got a
now
Tech Mech right behind Taylor.
Ooh, okay.
That's a nice overtake. I was not expecting
That is a nice
to see
overtake,
that
and now the Tech Mech.
Oh, and in front, Ireland
there's
overtakes
a chance,
McLaren.
There's a chance for this Tech Mech, because if they keep clashing at the front. Oh.
Yeah, we could see 4 points for him here. And we're into the last 2
Taylor
corners.
looks like he's sizing up a move. Ooh,
oh,
nice
the
block
Tech Mech
by
is actually keeping his position, and he's in 3rd place. Nice
That's
one by
very
him.
respectable.
Taylor's going to be really disappointed with that result. He has the 2nd strongest car here, I think.
All right, we've got the other Tech Mech, Stifford, Bonnier, Surtees, and Whitehead.
Of course, Whitehead again with the strongest car and starts in the back, and he's already being held up by Surtees.
I will say there will be a very certain manager that will not be happy if he sees Bonnier progress through to the final.
I think there's actually going to be a few managers who won't be happy to see him progress to the final.
That is true. The other Antacillin trophy competitors are not going to want to see that.
Well, I'm really interested to see what this Tech Mech can do. He's holding on to the lead. Sifford is trying his best here.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's holding back Surtees in a stronger car. Oh, as I say that.
There it is.
Never mind.
Ooh, it's 3 wide into that penultimate
Yeah,
corner.
Bonnier is just pummeling Whitehead
And
into the walls.
Bonnier is driving really smart right now. He's holding Whitehead into. Ooh, as I say that though, he does let Whitehead through.
We really
But it's
shouldn't be
not over yet.
saying anything. Every
Yeah,
time we say something, it happens.
Commentators curse, but oh well. Again, it doesn't look like they're going for the alternate two-stop strategy, which is probably a good thing, because those haven't worked historically well in the semifinals.
Oh, now Bonnier and the remaining tech mech are just fighting each other at the back. I don't think they're going to be able to catch up
But
too much without the pit stops, of course.
that is true. Yeah.
And
This is
they're
not
swapping
looking good.
positions
That's
every
not
lap.
looking good.
Yeah, that's the
Let's see who
Mercedes in the pit.
pits.
Oh, they're all pitting.
Ooh. Oh, and Bonnier got held up in the pits because the tech mech took
Oh, and the tech mech was actually
wow.
backwards. That was a horrible pit stop by the tech mech. I don't think
That was. But that does put Bonnier back into contention though.
well, we'll have to see how
If
the
let's see.
goes.
That
Yeah,
was
okay,
a very
that's
good pit stop.
yeah,
That
he
was a
managed to
very
pit
good
alone,
pit stop.
so I think that helped him.
Yeah, but in turn that does secure Bonnier third place in this heat because I do not think the tech mech can close down the Maserati with this
I
much
doubt
time
it, yeah.
remaining.
That's true. Well,
Looking
we'll
at the
have to
delta
see.
point, looking at the delta, the Maserati is actually pulling away from the tech mech as well. So this
And
is
somehow,
not it, Chief.
yeah, somehow Whitehead. Oh wait, he was in the pit, so of course that was his outlap,
That's true.
which wasn't too fast. Yeah, it looks like we're not gonna see much change here. Of course, the two in front might
Maybe in the
swap
front,
position, but
unless Surtees or Whitehead have an absolute nightmare within these last two laps, we are looking at another Alta and another Mercedes into the final.
I think we've seen a lot of those in the last season.
Yeah.
Though, of course, Surtees isn't the one who's been doing all the finals, so that's going to be a
That
good
is
result
true.
for him.
That is true.
Whitehead, of course, really needs to reach this final with his car, so he's going to be happy about that.
That is true. Even so, a shout out to TechMech, as this is a very, very good result for them. Even
Definitely
if it's
7
last
points
place
for
in
them.
both semi. Alright, we've got McLaren, Ireland, Surtees, and Whitehead. Let's see what's up.
Alright, very
I
good
think
start
we're
for
looking
McLaren
for.
here.
I'm thinking we're looking for a two-stop here, I believe.
I think
A two-stop,
so, yes.
maybe a three-stop.
I don't think we'll see the 3-stop because in the semifinals, I think they pitted in lap 7 or 8 even. Here we got a Mercedes fighting McLaren for first place.
I believe it was either 6 or 7, so it is possible.
Oh, Whitehead is now going for it. He really wants that first
Whitehead
place.
with the series of moves that could see him into first place within the next lap.
McLaren is still holding on though. I think he's been really good at defending so far.
It's true, but as you say that...
Again, as usual. Oh, he runs into the back of Whitehead even.
And Whitehead needs to bolt if he wants to avoid any drama at the pit stops.
Yeah, he definitely needs a gap here. Alright, we got some fighting at the back. Oh, as suddenly McLaren just pulls into the pits after 4 laps. That's crazy.
I think this could be huge.
It also could be a 3-stop strategy.
Oh, yeah, that is true. But it depends on what the others do. Oh, Ireland has pulled in as well.
I think
if Ireland gets put into... Ooh, okay.
I think the
so
undercut's been really strong here, so we might see some position changes.
That is true.
Whitehead still doesn't pit, neither does the Mercedes of Surtees.
They're both guaranteed to pit next lap, so we will see whether the undercut has helped at all. Looking at the deltas, though, it does not look good for.
Alright, so Whitehead has been hit in the pits As usual. Oh, and he's being held back very long. That was not a good pit stop.
Ooh.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's
Well.
McLaren up into first place then.
Okay.
And of course the Mercedes at the back has the second strongest car too. So we might still see some really good battles here. Alright, Whitehead is definitely catching Ireland here. He wants that second
Yeah,
place.
but they're both close. They're also both closing in on McLaren. I think Ireland's best move here is just to let Whitehead through and worry about Surtees. He
That
can't
should
afford to
probably be
lose
the
too
move.
much time.
Yeah, for that extra point in third place. He
That's
wants to be on the podium.
while I do say that Whitehead is not taking his opportunity to catch Ireland here. In fact, it looks like he's just letting Ireland catch McLaren for himself.
Oh, of course McLaren needs to pit now. And oh, they
Ooh,
all
that's
pit suddenly.
oh, they're
That's
all
gonna be
pitting,
big. Oh, Whitehead
but
got a
Surtees
really
is
good pit
going.
stop. Oh, that's McLaren. Goodbye. Goodbye for him. No, we'll have to see
McLaren
if
still might
Ireland
be
can.
able to recuperate. Might be able to recoup a third place depending on what Surtees does. But the fight for first right now is Ireland and Whitehead.
And Ireland's still keeping Whitehead behind very well.
There is a feeling, there is a sense that I have though that Whitehead's just biding his time, waiting for a clinical overtake into either the penultimate or final corner, or the hairpin. We could see that
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
we actually see something
Ooh,
happening. That's big.
that's a good dive, and that's Whitehead into the lead.
Yeah, as we see Surtees pitting for the last time, of course. Down to third
Oh, and
place now.
McLaren is not going to be close enough to.
And yeah, there's a
Ooh.
gap for Whitehead. I think he was actually just waiting to find the right moment, as he's now just driving off into the distance.
That's something to be expected from somebody so experienced, though. It's a shame that this will be his last season, but it's a spectacle to see nonetheless.
Definitely always great to watch him race. Alright, and there we have it. That's Whitehead.
Here's the checkered flag, and we have Whitehead, Ireland, Surtees, and McLaren in the final.
Alright, that's the race done. Those are the results. As now we have a short look at the standings. The bottom of the driver standings and the Constructors' Championship. Alright, we'll have another look at those in a minute. Alright, so
Right.
give me a second. Give me another second. Alright. Ah, come on, I just had it. Alright, there we go.
There we go.
That's the top of the driver standings. Okay, so at the front, which personally I'm pretty happy about. Of course, we're very unbiased here. We still got Godia in first place ahead of Lyndon. Nothing's changed there. Barth just got another point to keep
To
his
climb up
fourth
another
place.
spot. Whitehead has climbed up into the top 5 after his win.
Yeah, he's looking really good with 40 HP left as well. Then behind him we
Yeah,
got Ireland, who still got 49 HP left. So we might see a charge from back there.
McLaren and Surtees are both jumping into the top 15 with their finals today.
And TechMech, of course, both move up a bit. Taylor also
Both
moves up,
move
but
into
not
the.
as much as he would have hoped.
hmm If we'll move on now to the second half of the standings.
We will. There we are.
Not too many noticeable movements here. Few points finishes for a lot of the people down here, but it's
Yeah,
not enough to climb. The only person without points so far is Pedro Rodriguez, but we'll see how he gets on.
yeah. We might still see a charge by Brandon or Lewis Evans even. The Aston Martin
Yeah,
could charge up the
Tritingen as well
standings
from
here.
Scarab. We can never really quite rule him out.
That's true. All right, let's move on to the constructor standings then. We still have Curtis Craft in first place. Behind them, still CSI, nothing changed there. Cooper, Bugatti, and Alfa Romeo, the top five, are still the same, I believe. No, actually,
Yep,
Cooper has overtaken Bugatti for a joint second place.
yep. And Alta has now jumped into sixth with 12 points here, and BRM and Mercedes also on the move, as well as Gordini, as I might add.
Yeah, we still have very much CP left from the championship leader here, but we also have very similar
Many
CP
different,
for
yeah, there's
Alta,
many different
BRM, and
challengers,
Mercedes.
as
So
well as Gordini as well.
yeah, it's definitely
Well,
hard to say what's going to happen here so far. I'm going to move on to the bottom of the constructor standings and to the Untitled Chapter.
ah, well, Ferrari still look like they could make a charge, but other than that, there's no real other title contenders down here.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing really notable here, uh, except for maybe Ecurie France in last place with just 4 CP remaining. We'll have to see if they come back for for the next race. They've been absent for a bit.
Yep, and another huge shakeup for at least for the I cannot say that for the
Yeah,
trophy
same.
basically. For the trophy, Maserati move into the lead with their semifinal appearance, and they are
which
now leading. They are now leading with the second most CP for the trophy.
which is of course looking pretty good considering that Scarab has also missed this race. We'll have to see if they come back and try to charge for the first place here.
Yep.
All right.
Next race will be Monaco, and we all know how chaotic Monaco is.
Monaco is definitely going to be interesting as it is every year. And I
Hmm.
don't think we can make many predictions here
Yeah.
because
Well,
you never know in Monaco.
yeah, that's true. The only thing you do is submit and pray. For me, pray for rain, but we'll talk about that later.
As I now say that, the flags are the flags are actually wrong. As here you see Belgium with the French flag and so on.
Well,
So
oh
we
well.
might be moving to France or to Belgium. Who knows?
Well,
I'm sure we'll
yeah,
see that
all right.
updated pretty soon. All
All
right.
right, and
So
that's it.
thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you had fun, and maybe join us for the next race then.
Yep. See you guys later.